Hey YouTube, once again it's Big Zo 20, hitting you up with another recap of Bad Girls Club, Season 3, Episode 3. But first, before I do that, I want to give out some shout outs to my new subscribers. Um, and here's the list of my new subscribers, and I just want to give a shout out to you guys for subscribing to my videos and, wanting to hear what I have to say, because I have a lot to say. So I want to thank y'all for that. Morgan ATL 21, Sexy Man 1984, Diva Danny 28 190, Seville 03, Skateboard Kaylee, Fitted 4 Show, and Hot One Girl 14. Thank you guys for subscribing. And hopefully they'll have a lot more from that one, and just keep commenting on my videos because I appreciate your comments. So I love looking and seeing your comments and seeing what you have to say. Okay, let's dig into episode 3. As I gotta say, bullshit episode. Alright? Okay, so, I kind of, first half of it was just kind of blah, 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 blase, blase. You know what I'm saying? Just the girls just doing their regular routine. There was some stupid ass beef between Amber F and Sarah that's dumb as hell over some dude, and it's just girl catty shit. Sarah was being a whiny ass bitch, and Amber just, I give Amber props. Amber went in there and was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you acting like this towards me? Why are you acting like that? Why are you acting like, all bratty and everything? And all Sarah did was sit there with her head up under the pillow and didn't say shit. I had respect for Sarah at first. I really did. But Sarah didn't have nothing to say. But when Amber leaves, then Sarah has all this stuff to say. Sarah has to say, oh, when you screw me, when you fuck me over, I'ma fuck you. When you screw me over, I'ma screw you. Okay. Personal sidebar, did you see Aaliyah's new man? Anyway, so also, the meat of the episode was the girls go out. Tiffany was sick and Sarah stayed home because she was being a bitch. So the girls go out and they're picking on Boston, on Whitney, Mrs. Boston, telling her that, because Boston's all like, I'm not a lesbian. She's all against lesbians. So they pick on her. They go and rub up on her leg and rub their breasts in her face and just do all sorts of things to mess with her while she's in the limo. And she's getting upset and she's getting all serious. And one of them says, oh, but your brother has a beautiful penis. And your brother's sexy. And then she gets upset and goes like, you don't talk about me. You don't talk about my brother. Back where I come from, you don't even do that shit. I'm from Boston, bitch. I'm like seriously upset. I'm kicking you. I'm upset. Obviously the girls didn't mean it like that. They don't know her brother. And, they didn't know her brother was underage anyway. Her brother was a 16-year-old in high school. And it was just joking. They were just joking. But Boston gets so upset, which obviously there's something going on there, but we're not going to go into that one. But Boston gets all upset, and so the other girls, Amber F, and some other girl goes like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pick on you, like that, blah blah. Kayla says, my bad, my beef, my beef, my bad, and Boston goes like, that's not an I'm sorry. You need to say I'm sorry. But Kayla says, where I come from, when I say my bad, that means I'm sorry. Which, by the way, I think that means I'm sorry in a lot of people's places. Boston, where the fuck have you been? When I grew up, in Salisbury, when people say my bad, that means, I'm sorry, It's kind of lightly brushed. It's a light version of I'm sorry, but it's not them getting on. It's not them getting on their knees saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. I picked on you and your brother, even though it was a joke, and you do the same damn thing. You stupid, sensitive bitch." Anyway, okay, so Boston's upset. Boston's all like, oh my god, you need to say I'm sorry. You need to say I'm sorry, because, you know, when I come from Boston, we would have been cut you off. We would have been cut you off. But I'm giving you a chance to say I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. So, it escalates from there. They get into the house. They get into a big argument. Tiffany's, in between them. She's sick, throwing up in the sink. And, Kayla's like, look, man, stop. Tiffany's sick, And Boston's coming in there screaming at her. So Kayla, being Kayla, throws something at Boston. Boston throws something back at Kayla. And then Kayla throws this big-ass tea kettle that hits Boston in the leg. And then Boston's trying to jump at her or whatever like that. Whatever. They're all a bunch of it's just stupid. It was stupid, dumb argument. Boston, sit your ass down. For once, Kayla didn't really start it. And they just, took it to a whole nother, Boston took it to a whole nother thing, And then they finally sat down the next morning, and everybody sat down, and everybody was like, and Tiffany was mediating, trying to say, well, you need to realize that when she says my bad, she's saying I'm sorry, And then that's when Boston was like, okay, but, we're all different, blah, blah, blah. And but so they squashed it, but the whole shit was stupid. Like, I would have been punched Boston in her face and got over it. Like, if you want to take my fucking version of I'm sorry, then get the fuck over it, because you're not getting another one. That's how I am. I keep it real. Well, you think it's over, but it's not. They all go to this female strip club and want to compete with the strippers or dance with the strippers at the same time. I'm not sure. And they, and Kayla and Sarah were supposed to have a little competition, but Kayla's been throwing a few, but Jack Daniels back too far. She's been throwing back. She was throwing them back, and just getting wasted, and she gets, I mean, this part was just chopped and screwed to me. She gets totally wasted. She's shit-faced drunk, gets totally naked in the bar. Is totally naked. They have to drag her in the bathroom. She's naked. They have to put her clothes on. Her coochie all up in their faces because she can't stand up. And it was just her. And I'm sorry. I know she was suffering, but to me, it was hilarious. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, this is so fucking funny. Anyway, long story short, she ends up in the fucking hospital. They take her to the hospital, and she's sitting in the hospital, and she's saying, Tiff, don't leave me here. Tiff, don't leave me. No, Tiffany was the only one who was really taking care of her. I mean, Aaliyah was there a little bit, but Tiffany was the only one. Let's note that. I can't wait for it to come back January 6th for another episode like Tiffany going off the handle. We might get to see Tiffany throw some bowls. You know what I'm saying? But, definitely, this is another recap, so, I'll see you then. Peace.